Fillies division next week, the Princess Mile. Ombo Lafifi evidently will be here for that, for the 3-year-old fillies division. But the Colts is the Simpson Sprint, this year sponsored by Burns Bloodstock at Bathurst, the Ashbrook stud. And they are sponsoring tonight's program, and we've got a pretty good lineup of 3-year-olds here with Camlock, the obvious favourite. He's got a very good record, 12 starts for 7 wins. Bit stiff last time when he looked as though he was going to go on and be close to winning the Australian Pacing Gold. He travelled up well and outside the leader and was badly checked at the 400. Lost all chance. He was a long odds-on favourite on that occasion as well. Won his 4 previous starts impressively from a spell, and had a great 2-year-old season as well, including second in the Australian Pacing Gold final to Black Line at Moonee Valley. So he's at a good things quote here at $1.60. Second pick to Doopy. He's been in good form lately as well. He's won 3 of his 4 runs back from a spell. Our First Lad's been winning well in weaker class at the provincials. He's won his last 3 at Bankstown, Bulli and Penrith, Our First Lad. Step up in grade for him, but he's done everything asked of him so far this time in. An awesome deal. A good run here last week when third behind Longshoreman. Got home from a long way back to run third off the back row. And Longshoreman, who led all the way to win last week, comes in on the second row tonight. Now they're moving up. Burns Bloodstock Simpson Sprint, 1760 metres. Camlock at $1.60 is the shorty. As they move up, he's on the outside of the front line. Newcomb Jake Kadoopy coming up now with Durango Kid, the emergency against the run in barrier 3. Our First Lad in 2. Hollywood Stride the inside. Second row Longshoreman, Operative Air, Awesome Deal, and Let's Get Ready to Rumble. Now Awesome Deal on the back lines in a break early. And still in a bad break. Might have a gear problem, has he? Awesome Deal, but no, he's going to chase the field. Awesome Deal's going to miss it 10 lengths here. Broken the score up and misses it hopelessly. Awesome Deal. The light comes on. They're off now. And fast out Durango Kid with plenty of speed. Kadoopy showing out well. Camlock will be very wide. Our First Lad. Hollywood Stride the inside and coming through fast. Let's Get Ready to Rumble. Longshoreman over on the inside of Operative Air. Newcomb Jake second last and back to a clear last. Awesome Deal. Kadoopy races to the front to the back the first time. Led out clearly from Durango Kid. Now moving around them. Let's Get Ready to Rumble's come fast from the second line. Slots up outside the leader, Our First Lad to the 1-1. Hollywood Stride the inside, then Operative Air. Longshoreman 4 back on the pegs. Camlock's got well back, third last from Newcomb Jake. And Awesome Deal was last. Past the 1200, Kadoopy in front and he slows them up early. First quarter in 31.6. Wilson's off quickly on the favourite Camlock. Bennett saw him coming on Our First Lad and he came out too. And as they approached the turn, Kadoopy in front of Our First Lad and Camlock's coming up 3 wide. Leaders back, Durango Kid, then Let's Get Ready to Rumble. A length to Hollywood Stride, Operative Air. Longshoreman third last from Awesome Deal and Newcomb Jake is last. They run down with a lap to go and Kadoopy's in front. Camlock got up to second on the outside. Durango Kid third. Our First Lad again 1-1. Hollywood Stride the inside, 5th, 6th the outside. Let's Get Ready to Rumble. Longshoreman on the inside from Operative Air in the last pair. Newcomb Jake and Awesome Deal. Well, that quarter wasn't all that quick either. 32.2, 63.8 the half. As it's so, Kadoopy's had it pretty good in front. He led by a length to Camlock the outside. Third, Durango Kid. Our First Lad's 1-1 most of the way. Hollywood Stride the inside. Then Let's Get Ready to Rumble. Longshoreman on the inside from Operative Air. Newcomb Jake and Awesome Deal. 450 to go. Kadoopy a length to Camlock. Durango Kid third. Our First Lad right behind them. Fourth from Hollywood Stride. Let's Get Ready to Rumble. 31.3 that quarter. Kadoopy's had a great run in front. Camlock's going to try and outsprint him. Durango Kid the inside. Our First Lad next, and then Hollywood Stride. Longshoreman pushing up between runners around the turn. Kadoopy and Camlock come away from Durango Kid and Our First Lad. Kadoopy about a neck in front. Camlock on the outside trying hard, but Kadoopy, he's knee-high to a grasshopper, but he's going to win the Simpson Sprint. He's holding Camlock. Kadoopy all the way. Kadoopy from Camlock, and third is Durango Kid. Length off next, Our First Lad, and Longshoreman making ground. Hollywood Stride next from Let's Get Ready to Rumble. Well back in the race, Newcomb Jake, Awesome Deal, and the last to finish was Operative Air. Final quarter of blistering 27.6. Well, Kadoopy, he's only a pony. He's only a pony-sized Kadoopy. Littlest horse in the race without doubt. Found the front and has been able to get away with some slow sectionals there and sprint home a very quick last quarter.
4, 6 and 3 there. Kadoopy has beaten his favourite and Durango Kids run third. So a minor sensation there on race number 5 at Harold Park. Righto, folks.
Simone, how do you see the race unfolding?
I'm going for the red here, Fitler Bale. This greyhound was very impressive last week. He's drawn very well. He did do all the hard work from box 7 before being run down by Modern Assassin last week. He's good early and reliable and does have a very strong middle section. He ran the best middle section here last week. To beat number 8, Modern Assassin, who is very short, and I'd like to see him a little bit more value because there's so much pace on the inside of the race, the inside of these, well, the way the draw is tonight. And I just don't know whether Modern Assassin, he won't have the pace to match them early, and if he does get held out wide, I just don't know whether he's going to be able to run down some of those dogs if they're in front. I mean, he's a brilliant dog. He's been around for so long. He's made his 2nd or 3rd Cranbourne Cup final. He's just been fantastic. He's a greyhound nominated for the 2002 Greyhound of the Year, one of the finalists. There's not much more you can say about Modern Assassin that hasn't been said before. Perfectly drawn here tonight also. Then I like number 2, Waterview Star, who ran 2nd in the Ballarat Cup recently. Can miss the start, but when it does begin, it really does get away. Also a finalist in the Melbourne Cup. It's only 2 years of age, so it's got a very bright future in front of it and has done very well so far. I think it will be the improver of the field. Did run very wide on the turn last week, but I think it was its first look at the track, so you would expect some improvement. He does know his way around now. And then number 3, Excitability, who actually put in the worst beginning performance last week of his career. He's noted as a very reliable and very quick early, but he's a little bit tardy last week. But racing in super form, he can't be discounted. I think Waterview Star will be the key to the race, whether he does miss the start or get going. But I do like number 1 to beat 8, 2 and 3.
And Modern Assassin, the favourite there, the 8 at $2.10, probably a little bit short. Then we go out to Excitability at $3.40, Waterview Star $6.50 and Fitler Bale $7.10. Let's go up to Rob Tester for the Gunner Bartlett Stud Cranbourne Cup final.
The field has won 160 races between them. They're set now, ready to go. Set to go, Cup final. Racing, and Modern Assassin a bit slow to begin, and Waterview Star won the start. Excitability out fast and getting up on the rail. Fitler Bale, Modern Assassin wide over. Hot Show Jackson followed by As I'm English. Galton Fade on crumbles down the back, and Waterview Star raced away. 6 in front over Fitler Bale, Hot Show Jackson, then Excitability followed by Modern Assassin, and the rest headed by Crumbles. As I'm English last. Galton Fade on the corner though, and Waterview Star's a mile in front. Into second goes Hot Show Jackson, but Waterview Star all the way in the cup final, wins brilliantly over Hot Show Jackson, Modern Assassin, Excitability, Crumbles, As I'm English. They're followed by Fitler Bale, and back with the tail enders, Galton Fade on.
All set now for the Marina Burns pace for the mares and MO only. Favourite here, Cano, as 10 gold liner at 3.
Star at $621.40, trifecta $320, and Gold Liner at Harold Park for Stevie Turnbull at $330.
Night. He's had 2 starts back from a spell for 2 very good wins, and he scored by 16 metres last start. He's just facing a bit of a step up in class tonight, but he's a very talented horse. He's at $290, $370 for All Action Sun, number 11. He's proven in this grade. He was 2nd in the Warrigal Trotters Cup 2 starts ago and 3rd in the McNamara Trotters Cup last start at Geelong last weekend. So he's proven in this grade. He's at $4, comes off the 10, and $9.50 for Son of Flair, who's a proven big race performer. He comes off 25. He's at $9.50 and $9.60 for Mansrelf, number 5. He's also relatively new to this class. Runners are moving up to their marks for the Carlton Draft Shepparton Trotters Cup. It's waiting on the handicap runners to get organised. Off the 10 we have Rocky, All Action Sun, and the 25-metre joint back markers, West Texas Crude and Son of Flair. 270 Starlight Josh will run the favourite clearly now. 380 All Action Sun. 860 Mansrelf has come in for some good support, and 920 for Son of Flair. The unattended just going out to help with one of the back row runners. Now the track is cleared. They're ready for a start. The Carlton Draft Shepparton Trotters Cup is underway. And going out well from the inside, I'm 1-2, getting a flyer at the start, Georgian Flight. He's going to ping across from the outside alley and lead. Speeding through into second spot now is Mans Ralph. It'll drop down behind Georgian Flight and trail. In third place, Frosty VB. Starlight Josh is in between horses. The favourite, he's running fifth into the first turn with Fiery Gent around his outside going forward. Then Westland Ned on the inside of I'm 1-2. 8 metres to Tagara Way. All Action Sun, one of the fancied runners, is back third last. The two back markers are behind him. West Texas Crude and Son of Flair. They're well strung out in the Shepparton Trotters Cup along the back straight the first time. Georgian Flight is running them along in the first circuit. About 50 metres would cover first to last. Second in the trail is Mans Ralph. 10 metres away. Third is Frosty VB. Fiery Gent's moving up in the breeze into third place now. Frosty VB's back to fourth. And then Starlight Josh getting a nice run in the 1-1 now the favourite. Over on the outside next, in the running line, 3 back is I'm 1-2. Westland Ned's 4 back the inside. 10 metres away to Tagara Way. All Action Sun. 10 metres back to the back markers. West Texas Crude and Son of Flair. Into the straight the first time. Rocky's been pulled up out of the race. So they're heading down with just over 2 laps remaining. And Brian Gath is making the pace on Georgian Flight, a former Inter-Dominion finalist. And he brings them down to the post with just over 2 laps to run. 4 metres clear of Mans Ralph, who's now in a pocket as Fiery Jet moves up on the outside to the wheel of the leader. On the outside, 1-1ing is Starlight Josh. He's getting a lovely run, the favourite. Back on his inside, Frosty VB. The next pair, I'm 1-2, who's on the outside of Westland Ned. 6 metres to Tagara Way. Over on the inside, West Texas Crude. He sneaks up along the pegs now, Never Welsh. Second last is All Action Sun. Alfred biding his time on the second favourite. And Son of Flair is back last. He's around 25, nearly 30 metres off the leader with a lap and a half to run. 1:30.5 was the lead time. And Georgian Flight has been the pacemaker from the word go in the Carlton Draft Shepparton Trotters Cup through the first quarter in 31.2. So they're stepping up the pace now. A half length away running second is Fiery Gent. He's done plenty of work in the run. Now Starlight Josh, Grant Campbell not risking a pocket and has come out 3 deep on the track. Ahead of I'm 1-2, who's now got a toe forward. Back on the inside following the leader, Mans Ralph. He'll await his chance along the Saddle World Shepparton sprint lane. 3 back the inside, Frosty VB also needing some luck. They bunch up now at the bell with 8:50 to run. 3 wide, 3 back, All Action Sun. Tagara Way is getting a nice run through in the centre, can save up a few lengths. Back on the inside is Westland Ned and the last pair of the back markers, West Texas Crude underneath of Son of Flair, and they've got some work ahead of them there, 20 metres off the leader. A bunching field in the Trotters Cup, 32.9 the second quarter, and Georgian Flight at the 600 is still the one to catch. 2 metres clear. Brian Gath has a peep over the shoulder. Fiery Gent's on his outside. 3 deep Starlight Josh. He's yet to be given full steam. Mans Ralph right up on the back of the leader, waiting for that Saddle World Shepparton sprint lane run. So is Frosty VB waiting for an opening on his back. Then came All Action Sun weaving through in the centre. Right off the track out 5 wide running on Son of Flair, getting around on 1-2, still coming. West Texas Crude broke up, then Tagara Way. Around the home turn in the Trotters Cup, 31 the third quarter. A good finish coming up. Georgian Flight about to be tackled by Mans Ralph. Starlight Josh, I'm 1-2. Fiery Gent. Frosty VB getting through and wider out Son of Flair. Mans Ralph going to Georgian Flight, who's kicking on late. Starlight Josh, Frosty VB. Georgian Flight's in front though, and Georgian Flight. Georgian Flight wins the Shepparton Trotters Cup by a head. Second Mans Ralph, third Frosty VB. I'd say in a photo over Starlight Josh. Then All Action Sun running home well at the end. Followed by Fiery Gent. I'm 1-2. Son of Flair, West Texas Crude couldn't get into it from Westland Ned and Tagara Way, and the final quarter 31.3.
Yep, 7 Georgian Flight, 19, 10 and $4, 3.10 and 3.30 at 7, 5 and 2 there on race number 6 at Shepparton. Now Hero to Zero showing at 3.